We're already at week 8. However, before starting the vlog of the week, I will restart from where I left the last video by saying that during the week between the 21st and 27th of April, the school will be closed. So the next video won't be a video vlog, but it will actually be a video where I'll better explain how my days at the academy work. It will be a sort of Q&A as well, because I'm pretty sure that I'm giving so many things for granted and that I'm not explaining very well a lot of things. So for this, I need your help. And I really need you to comment and let me know what you would love to know better about my days at the academy, so that I will be able to explain everything that's going on there. So we'll be able to answer your questions and your doubts. Don't be shy, whatever you're wondering, probably someone else is wondering too. And leave a comment. Now we can start with the vlog of this week. Monday, drawing day. This morning in Milan, it's raining so bad and it's a horrible day. However, at the academy, it started with fireworks. And these fireworks are called Patrick, karate guy, who came already in the week 3, you might remember, and it was super fun to draw him today. The class works that at the beginning, the karate guy starts stretching, and during his stretching, we need to draw him during his movements. Obviously, he's moving the whole time, but we need to be able to capture a pose, a moment that he's doing, like a little detail or something. And that's super interesting and super adrenalinic as well. After the stretching, he makes a demonstration of karate, where we only look at him and try to understand a little bit more about the movement. And then after this demonstration, we start with longer poses, and longer means 1 minute and 4 minutes maximum. So that's still super short poses, because for example, when the models are there, we do poses of 30-40 minutes more or less. So this is super quick for us. Obviously, we do quick sketches as usual, as you might know. However, this is something completely different. It is exactly this speed that generates a big adrenaline that really allows the hand and the mind to free themselves. And today I realized that my approach to drawing was very different from the usual, that my line was very different, and it was super useful to experiment that. So I hope that I will be able to bring some of these learnings to my usual drawings with usual models, because I really like the approach I was giving to my drawings today. And I also really like when there are these recurrent events or models, because I'm really able to see the progress between the weeks. If I look back at my drawings of the karate guy of week 3, I really see a big jump, especially with the line, but also the approach. And this is super motivating, so I'm really happy about that. I'm really pumped about that. Moreover, since during the class many people were experimenting with charcoal, I decided I wanted to experiment it too. I've never used charcoal before, but I really wanted to try it. So I didn't draw as I would usually do, but I tried to draw more through shadows and light, and to change again my approach. It was super fun, because actually this kind of approach is more similar to painting rather than drawing, but that's also something that allows you free your mind a little bit from technicalities of drawing, for example, and I really enjoyed it. And finally, the karate guy was with us only for 1.5 hours out of 3 for each session, and in the remaining 1.5 hours, we had to draw master copies or draw from sculptures and so on. However, the motivation was so low because the adrenaline was high. I really wanted to draw him or some live models, just couldn't look at sculptures. The karate guy will be with us tomorrow as well, and I'm really looking forward to that. Hopefully I will see further progress, and let's see if I'm gonna experiment something else, maybe, who knows. Tuesday, drawing day. Today, for the second day in a row, we had the karate guy with us, and I had so much fun drawing him. Also, what is crazy to me is how my line changes with him. I know I was saying this already yesterday. However, I keep being shocked by that, because I look at some of my drawings, I don't even recognize my line, because it's so much more bold that I wonder if it's me. Who's this person drawing this? And I'm really happy. Hopefully I won't have forgotten everything from the practice of these 2 days, which was super useful. It was super fun. I love it. And I wish I could draw like that much more often. Many of the sketches I did in 1 minute today are so much better than sketches of long poses that I did in 30-40 minutes in the past few weeks. That's why I realized it's so useful to draw people in movement that I really want to practice in the week that the academy is gonna be closed. In the hour and a half when the karate guy was not with us, we practiced portraits again, and I find that so much fun. You know that I already said that in the past, and actually a couple of portraits came out really well. However, also many were really big fails as well. For example, I tried to portray the teacher, Alex, and he didn't come out at all. He's just so different that I was so embarrassed to show him my drawing. Also, a couple of students, but also the teacher portrayed me, and it's so fun to me seeing how I come out really angry in everyone's portraits, probably because I'm just super concentrated when I draw. And actually it pops to my mind a picture of me and Aika where you could really see the two souls, Aika smiling and laughing and me super concentrated on my drawing. That's how I look the whole time, probably. I just find that super funny. So today it was a very fun day. I had so much fun. I'm still smiling a lot. And that's all for today. Tomorrow there's going to be painting. I'm looking forward to using colors again after a week I haven't used them. I'll update you tomorrow. Look at my face. Wednesday, painting. As I said in the past, in art there are good days and bad days, and today it was definitely a bad day. Maybe to compensate the amazing 2 days that have started the week with the karate guy. But this morning everything was going well. I made such a nice drawing, and then I made the fastest underpainting ever, which also came out nicely. So I was fully ready to use colors in the afternoon, and that's what I did. However, there was one single problem. I wasn't able to see colors at all. I don't know what happened today. Maybe it was the bad weather, maybe it was model's cold skin tone. Probably it was my eyes, because today, differently from last week, I wasn't able to see anything but green. So what did I do? I painted the model green. Here we go. I introduce you to Hulk. That was my fail of today. Unfortunately, I tried to save the situation, but I didn't manage. So at some point, I decided to give up on that and to start an underpainting of a portrait of the model. However, I didn't really calculate well the time, because even though I've been super quick with the underpainting, when I finished it, there were 15 minutes left, and that wasn't enough, obviously, to play around with colors. So I just decided to leave the underpainting as it was, and hopefully I will manage to paint on it next week when the academy will be closed. I'll try to do it at home. That was how my day ended. Fingers crossed for tomorrow, because I cannot go on holiday next week with no result. I need to do some good things tomorrow with colors, so fingers crossed. Thursday, painting day. Today is also the last day of the academy before Easter holidays. Actually, I feel at school saying this. The next time I'm gonna be at the academy will be on Monday, the 28th of April, since the academy will be closed for Easter. So, as I was mentioning, the next video is gonna be sort of Q&A, so don't forget to leave a comment with all your doubts or questions around my days there. Today, with colors, didn't go that well. However, probably it was better than yesterday, and I hope worse than tomorrow. For sure, it wasn't everything green as yesterday. However, all my colors tended to go towards that direction. I think one important thing that I'm still missing, and that's why it's very useful to practice, is to keep learning the colors and your own palette. Because the more I play with them, and the more I understand where they tend to go towards. So, for example, I had two types of yellow in my palette yesterday. One was Naples yellow and one was cadmium yellow. Now, cadmium yellow is forbidden for me, because what I've learned is that cadmium yellow tends to extract more green from some colors that I combine it with. Also, another thing is that yesterday I painted a lot looking at the picture of the model, while today I refused myself to do that because the colors in the picture are so much more different than in reality, and that was something that got me stuck yesterday, while today I really made an effort to try and look at the colors as I saw them in real life. In fact, a homework that I have for this holiday is to practice painting live. You know how? By portraying myself from a mirror. So I'm gonna be painting live myself and experimenting with that. Hopefully I will go back to the academy and I will not have forgotten how to use color. Thoughts on the past week? We went back again on a roller coaster. Monday and Tuesday were incredible. 2 days with the karate guy was something that I still haven't done before, and it was so adrenalinic that I felt on another dimension. It's just not possible to describe this. And then with painting, I came back to earth and I started struggling again, mostly yesterday, and today I was a little bit more chill. However, thinking about the past, I find myself in kind of the same feelings and situation as I was a few weeks ago when I was starting painting the grisaille. Right now, I feel much better with the grisaille and I was actually starting to have fun. Well, now it's like I'm restarting learning again, just from another level, let's say. This gives me confidence for the future because I know that by practicing, I will improve, and so I'm looking forward to that. That's exactly what I'm here for, and regardless the roller coaster, I've never been happier, honestly. It's like I've found my place in the world. What will I do next week without the academy? First of all, I will rest. Secondly, I will catch up with my life things. And third, I will try to paint a little bit. I will update on this on my Instagram profile, which if you're not following me is at Katia_Miro. So follow me there if you want updates on the next week and what I'm gonna be doing at home. And for the rest, I'm gonna see you in the next video and have a great Easter if you're gonna see this video on time.